So I just left Hilton Head Island about 4 hours ago, and I've been driving over to Asheville, North Carolina. I've actually wanted to always visit the city, but never got the chance to. And since I was driving back home all the way to Indiana, I decided to make a stop in the mountains. So that's where I'll be today. There's probably another 20-minute drive left, and then I'll be in the city, and then I can show you guys around a little bit.
Good, how are you today?
Doing good. Checking in. Last name Sergienko. Okay, so I've checked into my hotel here in Asheville. I've got a 5th floor hotel room. Got a little bit of views of the mountains over there in the distance. I've just made it into the center of Asheville. Really have no idea where I'm gonna go. Just gonna walk around and explore. This is a big, small city, so there's a lot of character to it, and there's a lot of really cool architecture from what I understand. So far, Asheville seems like a really touristy friendly small town. A lot of little shops and cafes everywhere. And it is quite known for the art community here. So guys, this is the Flatiron Building, just like the one in Midtown in New York. This whole district is actually very, very walkable. So I actually didn't realize it while I was walking up and down the streets. I made it to the famous church here in Asheville. Surprisingly, it's built in the Spanish style. Guys, check this out. Really beautiful church, built by a Catalan architect back from Catalonia in Spain. This whole town's really hilly, so it's up and down. You gotta do a lot of walking, but it's really nice to come out and explore. Guys, I was just walking down the main street here in Asheville and I came across Phil. He does poetry on demand. He's going to tell me a little bit more about it.
Hello, I'm Phil, and so what I do is write poems on the spot for people. We start with a topic, something important to them or something that's they want to commemorate, and using that we have a short conversation and then I write a poem on the spot about it.
Wow, that's pretty cool. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for about 4 years. I got into it as I was hitchhiking and hopping freight trains across the U.S. And then it just kind of became a way for me to use my passion as a way to finance my travels.
And you've stayed here in Asheville?
Yeah, well this was the first town I passed through and I fell in love with it. So at the end, you know, traveling like that's pretty tiring. And so I came back here and decided to stay.
Well, that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of a topic. How about, let's do travel, since we both have a love for travel. How about world travel, or maybe travel for sustainable purposes?
All right, and then when you say traveling for sustainable purposes, what comes to mind?
Trying to be more socially responsible, or at least try to bring in local, kind of visiting local areas, providing money to local businesses, or even talking to local people like yourself. You know, I feel like it's much more of a world-class experience than if you
stay in a high-rise hotel somewhere.
Oh, definitely. Hopping off the tour bus and really experiencing the place.
Exactly.
Okay, very cool. Let's see what I can write for you, my man.
All right, thanks.
Alright, we left the tour group far behind. As along safe roads and glossed over culture, no visceral gems could we hope to find. The shimmering points of genuine experience, adventures which quicken our hearts and bring new friends who join us. Before me extends a sprawling story, with lessons that illuminate brightly, and I hope to travel and do so sustainably, finding in hidden corners and often passed back alleys the treasure I did always seek.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Right on. Oh, sorry.
Cool. Thank you.
Awkward. There you go.
That is awesome. Do you want to plug your Instagram?
Oh, definitely. So you can find my Instagram it's at Travelin without the G on poetry.
Travelin
Yeah,
on
Travelin.
poetry. If there's one thing somebody that has never visited Asheville should know, what should they know about this city?
They should know that like the art and the music culture, it came from like, it wasn't art as we have free time so we spend it with art. It's because the Great Depression hit them so hard they came together as a community. And so that art was something they did together as expression, and the music was a way for them to, get out of it and get together and dance and have a good time. So now as like Asheville's getting kind of gentrified and a lot of like the poor artists can't afford to live here, it's kind of losing that. And I think it's just important to remember where that culture came from. It came from poverty, it came from people coming together as a community.
Well, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for what you do, man.
No
really
problem.
nice talking to you.
You as well, brother.
Best of luck. Maybe I'll see you around next time I come to Asheville.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Come visit this guy on this. What's this corner?
Patton and Biltmore.
Patton and Biltmore. If you come to Asheville, ask for Phil. He's going to be right here doing poetry on demand. So guys, I stopped off at one of the breweries here in Asheville. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but Asheville's really known for its craft beer scene, and there's about 26 breweries in town and around 60 in the entire region. Yeah, the place Phil recommended is actually pretty legit. That was a really cool brew pub. Made some new friends over there. Really nice sense of community here in Asheville. Everybody's so nice and warm and welcoming. Really pleasantly surprised by this town. I've been here for less than 5 hours and I already love it. All right guys, I'm back at the hotel. There is one part about Asheville I forgot to mention, is that there's a really beautiful attraction that I think everybody that comes to the city must visit. It's the Biltmore Estate. It's this really beautiful castle, literally located in the middle of the Blue Ridge Mountains. It was built by the Vanderbilt family at the late 19th, early 20th centuries. And there's a beautiful park, castle grounds, winery, all this kind of stuff. You could take a tour. It's like literally America's largest home. If you love history and love architecture, you got to visit this place. Tomorrow, I do plan on driving into the mountains for a little bit before I drive 10 hours home to Indiana. Morning, guys. I am currently in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I am so excited to be here. I had a really late start. Last night, I had one too many drinks at that hotel bar. I'm currently going to drive up a little bit, maybe like half an hour further up the mountains. We're at 2,200 elevation right now. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Just check out this view. This is pretty stunning. All right, back in the car we go. Guys, it's definitely beautiful up here. It is quite cold. I kind of wish I could go further up, but they closed the road off
and it's probably because it's not the season. And they actually, somebody at the bar told me that they got 2 feet of snow here a couple weeks back. And that's pretty crazy. I mean, this is North Carolina we're talking. This is not Colorado. But it's still great to be able to go out into the mountains before I head back home. Okay, well, it's time for me to drive back home. I'm gonna end the vlog right here. If you guys enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and then I'll see you guys in the next one.